Hello YouTube, thank you for joining me. Today I have a package. This is a really cool retailer from Japan that I found recently. Judging from this first package here, I will decide whether or not they're pretty cool, but they seem quite awesome and a good place to order stuff from. So I'll share that with people soon. But I wanted to let you see what I got here today, which I'm trying to take out. Okay, so PC FX games. I have Voice Paradise for the PC FX. This is a game I've been interested in for a while. This is actually kind of unique. You get to choose the voice actors that you would like to act each of the main characters here. So very interesting sort of option that you get on this game. And this is just kind of a little status screen. You've got like a calendar. You can find out some information about each of the main characters. They kind of like say stuff like, "Hey, good morning, like, you know, it's nice weather we're having today. Let's, you know, go out and do whatever it is they're doing." But this is kind of, you know, typical adventure game gameplay so far. This game was developed by Fill-In Cafe, published by NEC Interchannel, and that company actually is still functioning apparently as Interchannel. And Fill-In Cafe developed some the games on a variety of systems. Some stuff you might be familiar with is Asuka 120%. They also developed the Ojo-sama Sousamo game on the PCFX, which seems to share some similarities, or maybe even some tracks in the music. Sounds pretty similar between the two. But I find it a little bit odd that there's no voice acting so far in Voice Paradise, but let's take a closer look at the game. So it's got the manual. I can show these things to you, and nobody really cares to see a manual, but there's that. It's got the foam insert. These have a, well, the disc popped out in shipping, but that's because there are two discs. So there's like a divider in here that folds out. And so this is very cool. It can hold two discs, and there's that. The discs themselves, like, this is pristine. So we're not going to do that with all of these. I'm just going to take another look at a couple of these. This is Queen of Queens, all Japan female pro wrestling. So this game was developed by NEC themselves, and I have to say, I'm not one to enjoy wrestling games to start with, so I'm kind of biased against this. Now, you would think that an all-female wrestling game might, you know, provide some entertainment beyond a typical fighting game, and additionally, it also is all FMV, which is certainly unique. So I don't know. I mean, this might be an interesting game to check out, but I'm not terribly enthusiastic about it. This is kind of definitely one that I've gotten for the collection, but it's certainly unique. And wrestling, you know, professional wrestling seems to have an interesting history in Japan. I really don't know much about it, but it does come up as a topic quite often in anime, and characters very frequently use pro wrestling moves and seem to be just very cognizant of pro wrestling. So I can certainly see there being a time when this wrestling was very popular. Alright, so next up, this is one that I was really, you know, wasn't struggling to get it, but I was trying to figure out where I could get this, because it was not on US eBay or any place that I could get really conveniently. This is Mahjong Tenjiku, I believe. I will correct myself if I'm wrong, for the PCFX. So yeah, I was totally wrong. It's Mahjong Goku Tenjiku. And from the characters here, you may be able to tell that this is based on the Journey West. You do play, you know, the character of Goku, it looks like, and there's the other characters in there, Pigsy and whatnot. There might even be a precedent in that for, I don't know, these characters playing games together. I kind of forget. I'm pretty foggy on my Journey West, and probably about as foggy as I am on my my Mahjong rules. But I actually did watch a very long video on YouTube. Maybe I'll even link to it. It's actually pretty entertaining and very informative on how to play Riichi Mahjong. So actually very much looking forward to playing this game. I'd like to get better at Mahjong. And I finally have a Mahjong game for the PCFX at 2, but I realized I don't have a Mahjong game at all. I don't own one, so now I do. Another one that I have reviewed before. This is Minimum Nanonic. A very cool game, and this looks like it's in super shape. I love getting games from Japan. I can't describe how different it is from getting games from the US. Games from Japan are always in immaculate condition. Okay, and this is the double pack, the cocktail pack. This is Welcome to Pia Carrot and Can Bunny Extra DX. So I do actually have both of these games already in their individual forms, and I for a complete collection, I just wanted the combo pack. Let me just put it this way: when I was in Japan in 1998, this was super easy to get, and it was really cheap. This, when I got it this time, was not all that expensive. But when you try to get this in the States, it's not always cheap. No, just a couple more here. So, Boundary Gate. Very excited about this one. This is a really cool. It's a first-person dungeon crawler on the PCFX, and it looks really cool. So, unfortunately, I wasn't really able to capture anything in the few minutes that I played that looks especially cool, but this game really does seem to have a very interesting atmosphere to it. It's a little dark and just a little bit different from the typical fantasy kind of setting that you normally have. It's a little sinister, but I mean, it's kind of starts you off in this really sort of nice looking city, and the outdoor, you can see the open sky and everything, and it's obviously like a first person, a real move square by square dungeon crawl. You've even got that gridded map there. So, you know, if you like dungeon crawling RPGs, I mean, this looks like it could be one of the most interesting RPGs on the PCFX, which has a handful of really cool looking RPGs on it already, so very much looking forward to this. And last but not least is Chip Chan Kick, and this is one of those ones that has a slightly embarrassing cover, but it's this is highly sought after for gamers that don't speak any Japanese. I did not get this cheaply, but I did get a good deal on it, so I'm very happy to own this game because it seems like a really fun like puzzle platformer. So here it is, and you know, take note of the music. It seems quite good in this game, and really everything. I mean, it seems fairly well done. This was another one that was developed by NEC themselves. It's like, welcome to Melon's City. Yeah, isn't it cute? It's like, it's the city I built. So you're the one that made everything like this? It's like, yeah, isn't it nice? It's like, I really like it. It's like, don't you think? It's like, oh, hey, you know, you don't have to praise me that much. She's like, nobody's praising you. Oh, they got angry. I didn't do anything wrong. You did. It's like, turn everything back the way it was. So this is a puzzle platformer, and obviously it's cutesy, but it kind of seems deliberately you know, a little bit retro, kind of a 90s throwback to like an 80s style gameplay. But with, you know, updated stuff like decent graphics and good music and all that stuff. So it looks like a really fun game. I actually spent a little bit of time playing it tonight, and it's pretty fun. I think it'll take some practice, but looking forward to playing some more. So those are my PCFX pickups. I hope you enjoyed checking those out, and I hope you'll join me next time for some more Japanese video gaming related videos. Thanks for watching.